Good evening. Coming up tonight, a controversial South Carolina law was decided upon recently. What you need to know from state legislature.
And as the Wildcats walk into Williams-Brice this weekend, find out who else is stopping by and why this is a big game for Columbia.
And finally, a new forum is being hosted by the university about specific world issues. More on the discussion coming up.
All of that and more tonight on SGTV Nightly News.
Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse studio, this is SGTV Nightly News.
Good evening, Carolina. I'm Callista Yost.
And I'm Caitlin Ashbaugh. Thanks for joining us tonight. More in the Murdaugh case. Connor Cook, the survivor of the deadly 2019 boat crash involving Alex Murdaugh's son, is now suing the Murdaugh family and Parker's convenience store over the incident, which resulted in the injury of plaintiff Cook and the death of UofSC student Mallory Beach.
There's a lot at play here, and I've got the breakdown of who's being sued for what. Alex Murdaugh, who is now the center of an assisted suicide controversy, is being sued for negligent entrustment and negligence for allowing his son Paul Murdaugh to drink, buy alcohol, and drive his boat under the influence. He's also being sued for intentional infliction of emotional distress, for misleading law enforcement in the case, and shifting the blame to Cook. Alex's son Buster Murdaugh is being sued for negligent entrustment and negligence as well, for providing his ID to a minor for the purchase of alcohol.
A long controversy was settled by the South Carolina Supreme Court on Wednesday. Justices ruled that the Heritage Act, which governs the ability to remove or rename controversial state monuments, is a legal and constitutional process. However, the court also deemed the General Assembly's two-thirds majority rule as unconstitutional. Instead, the removal or renaming of statues, monuments, and buildings will only require a simple majority ruling going forward. The Heritage Act has been monumental in several cases in its 21-year existence, including the removal of the Confederate flag from the State Dome.
Governor Henry McMaster proclaimed September as Childhood Cancer Awareness Month Wednesday. McMaster says, quote, "This month recognizes the courage and compassion of kids who are fighting or have fought cancer, as well as their families."
Here on campus, many organizations help children in hospitals in the Midlands, including children with cancer. To honor Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, take a second to check out Garnet Gate and find that perfect service org for you.
The university is hosting the Information Saves Lives Forum at 10 a.m. on Friday.
The purpose of the event is to shed light on media freedom, disinformation, and hunger. Many of the speakers featured in the international forum are reporters well known for their stories on underserved communities across the globe.
Former governor and head of the World Food Program, David Beasley, and interim president Harris Pastides will also be making an appearance.
The in-person event is by invite only, but you can view it through live stream on Microsoft Teams. The link can be accessed through the UofSC website. And Callista, I think this is an amazing opportunity for students to get involved in a conversation that's on the international level.
I know, it's going to be so exciting to be able to see that perspective and see what media freedom looks like in other countries. But coming up, we've got some famous guests coming to the Horseshoe this weekend. Our very own Kendall Smith will catch you up on what you need to know. Stay close. Welcome back, everyone. The Horseshoe here at University of South Carolina is about to become a focal point in college football. Here's SGTV News 4 Sports' Kendall Smith with a story. Kendall?
Thanks so much, Callista. Get up, Gamecocks. It is almost game day, and gosh, it feels so good to say that. Yesterday, it was announced that the Paul Feinbaum Show, Marty and McGee, and SEC Nation will broadcast live from the Horseshoe on Friday and Saturday. Earlier today, ESPN and the SEC Network arrived to campus and began their setup for the show. And I have to say, it's pretty darn cool. I went to check it out just before I headed over to the studio. But tomorrow, media availability will be held featuring stars from the SEC Network, including a former Columbia Fireflies star player. He's also known for being a Heisman Trophy winner and the quarterback for the Florida Gators, Tim Tebow. SEC Nation will air on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Marty and McGee will run from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Saturday, and the Paul Feinbaum Show will be tomorrow from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Earlier this afternoon, South Carolina softball announced their 2022 conference schedule. The Gamecocks will begin conference play on March 11th as they will host Georgia. Other home SEC series for the Gamecocks this spring include Alabama, Ole Miss, and Kentucky. The SEC tournament will be held May 10th through the 14th in Gainesville, Florida, and the non-conference schedule for South Carolina softball will be announced at a later date. That's all I have for you guys in the world of sports, so back to you.
Thank you, Kendall. Coming up, the latest entertainment updates from in and around Columbia. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Frank Martinez.
And I'm Tata Miller here with tonight's news in local entertainment. Calling all Carolina fashion gurus and hair aficionados because we're bringing Project Runway to Columbia this weekend.
Sunday, September 26th, come check out the Carolina Classic Hair and Fashion Show and see a battle of the barbers as well as models of all nationalities. STRUT down the runway in Carolina Creations.
Student tickets are only $15 compared to the $50 general admission, so there is no excuse to not check out this one-of-a-kind show. For more information on the event, check out their Instagram at CarolinaClassic_hair and fashion. Now, this sounds so cool. I've never been to a fashion show.
Yes, so I figured out that STRUT actually meant strut, guys, so I do apologize for that.
He won't be strutting down the runway.
Yeah, that's not my thing, so. All right, well, if you're a fan of the Soda City Market and have been looking for something similar and new, check this out.
Noma Warehouse brings you the Noma Flea. This is a recurring Friday night event happening from 6 to 9 p.m. at 2222 Sumter Street.
This flea-esque market is full of artisan works from all around Columbia and seeks to connect the sellers to the shoppers.
Admission is free of charge, so if you're interested, definitely give it a shot. And thrifting and flea markets is one of my absolute favorite activities, so catch me there.
It's so cool. I've been to Soda City, and if it's anything like it, it's gonna be a blast for everyone. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
Try not to slip into a trance while I give you this one, Gamecocks, but next Wednesday, September 29th from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., you can experience a state of real hypnosis.
In the Roselle House Ballroom, Carolina Productions is hosting professional hypnotist Eric Cand to give students a taste of his practice.
Eric has performed in hypnosis shows on all 50 states and has hypnotized over 22,000 people. Admission is free, so register on Garnet Gate to experience this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've always wanted to be hypnotized.
Me too. I've seen a lot of videos of people eating a tub of ice cream while hypnotized. I'm pretty sure I've been hypnotized like 10 to 15 times, so yeah, it's pretty great. So UofSC means business. Family Weekend at Darlamore begins tomorrow, September 24th.
The weekend will kick off with a meeting with Dean Peter Bruce and Associate Dean of Undergraduate Programs, Jan Bass.
The meeting will be all about how more school students can do to enhance academic success and job marketability.
The event will take place on level 1 of the business school from 3 to 4 p.m. Are your parents coming this weekend?
I am unfortunately not a business major, but I think it's a great way for those parents to come, and if they have any nervous jitters about their kids, they can get it all out this weekend.
I totally agree.
Yeah. That's all we have for your entertainment news tonight. Coming up after the break, I'll give you a look at your weekend forecast, so please stay close, Carolina. Welcome back, Carolina. It is I, Frank Martinez, your local weatherman, here to give you some updates on the weather. So, we can tell that it is 58 degrees right now, and it actually feels like 58 degrees because our wind is only 6 miles per hour and it's coming in a northwestern direction. So no wind, beautiful weather. I actually kind of enjoy it now that we're starting to get into fall. Humidity, kind of low in the 48. Our local time is 7:12. Our sunset will be around 7:20, and we do have a clear sky for tonight. Moving on to our beautiful highs here in Carolina, we can tell that we were actually kind of lower. We can start seeing that fall weather coming in. We have 70s across the board, except for Hilton Head down there with the 81, as well as Charleston with the 81. But everywhere else here, we were golden, you know, that nice fall weather. And we're actually gonna continue to see that. As we move on, we're gonna get to the week's headlines. We can see that we're gonna have clear and sunny skies ahead. I am very excited for this weekend and just the rest of the week, because we're gonna have beautiful weather, to be honest with y'all. Cooler weather, but still kind of warm. That low 70s, mid 70s type of weather. So very, very cool. Perfect weather for football, if I might add. You know, last weekend we were away, and it was kind of a good thing because it was raining, it was coming down. we have beautiful weather this weekend. So hopefully we can bring home the dub. So no need to bring an umbrella this weekend. Again, beautiful, cool fall weather. Now, oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at how good that looks. We're gonna have sunny, clear weather across the week. We can see both of the 79s there for Thursday and Friday as we continue for our Saturday, our game day. Temperature's actually gonna go up a little bit. We're gonna keep the clear skies and the sun at 81 is our high and 58 is our low for that game day. Sunday, a high of 83. We're gonna continue to go up a little bit with a 59 for the low. Monday and Tuesday though, I have to say that we are going to experience a little bit of cloud cover, but no rain. So we have the high of 85 for Monday and the high for 87 on Tuesday. That has been it for me. I have been Frank Martinez, your local weatherman, and as always, please remember to trust your weatherman. Please stay tuned because when we come back, we're gonna have another edition of Carolina Canines.
And finally, tonight's Carolina Canine is Spud. The picture was sent in to us by USC student Anaya. Spud was recently adopted by Anaya from a local animal shelter. This dapper doggo is a shining example of the importance to adopt animals locally for healthy and happy homes. And oh my God, that nose.
Right? How could you say no to that face? And also, as someone who loves potatoes, I love the name Spud.
I love it too. So, so cute.
And that's all we have for tonight's edition of SGTV Nightly News.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SGTV at USC.
To keep up with all of our content, be sure to also visit us online at sgtvonline.com. For SGTV Nightly News, I'm Caitlin Ashbaugh.
And I'm Callista Yost. From all of us here at SGTV, have a great night, Carolina. Forever to thee.